Alright, finally a little time to relax. Let's see what's on YouTube. Okay, cool. Cartridge Fun has a new video. Guess I'll check that out. I hit the spot. Alright, here we go.
What's going on, guys?
Alright, hello gamers, and welcome back to another episode of Vidja Game Hunting. Long overdue, I know. I think May was my last upload. Just got distracted with summer, something going on almost every weekend, and next thing you know, a couple months have gone by. And I couldn't pass up on the opportunity to give Nate Cartridge Fun a hard time with that intro. That idea popped into my head and made me laugh, so I figured why not go for it. Start off with a laugh, or at least a dumb joke. So basically in this video we're going to do some pickups that I picked up probably mid-summer. Now, Fargo, where I live, has an annual street fair. It is downtown. It is not my scene. It is just crafts and a lot of people, and not a place I generally go, but Mobile Game World, who they're a reseller in our area. They have great deals and a great selection usually. They were down there for the first time this year, so I braved it. I went down and met the crowds along with Nate, Cartridge Fun he came with, and we picked up some games. So, picked up a couple harder to find NES games. Not super rare or expensive, but uncommon for sure. We got Palamedes, and I had a copy of this, but the label was really damaged, and I just figured I'd do an upgrade. It's a fun little game. I also picked up a unlicensed game. I'm a big fan of these. This is an American video entertainment game. It's Trolls on Treasure Island, and this game is bonkers. It's kind of think of it almost as like a reverse Arkanoid or Breakout, where you play as the troll, but the troll essentially acts as the ball, just constantly running back and forth across the screen, and you just kind of tweak the trajectory of the troll. It's really hard to explain. Basically, it just runs around like a bat out of hell, or like its hair's on fire or something. At the very least, it's good for a laugh, and I actually found myself playing it for quite a bit when I popped it in. After that, I did buy some other titles that weren't NES, just a couple though. We picked up Pugsy for the Genesis. Now, Pugsy's kind of like a weird puzzle action platformer. If you follow Weekend Rental Podcast, we talked about this one a while back, and everybody kind of enjoyed it. It's $5. I had to pick it up. And then I picked up one Super Nintendo game that I've never really heard anything about. It's called Toddlers. Now, the only reason I picked this up, I think it was a few dollars, is just because I saw that it has the mouse, SNES mouse capability, so I had to grab that. I'm always looking for other games that utilize that. There aren't a lot of them out there. And then when I met up with Nate, he hooked me up with a copy of Mario is Missing for the NES. Thanks, Nate. I appreciate it. I needed this one. I have yet to give it a shot. I have played it before for the Super Nintendo, I think. So yeah, that was really cool. And then while we were downtown, there is a newer game store, Replay Games. Basically what they do is they have video games for sale, plus they have a space where you can rent out and play consoles and retro games by the hour. It's really affordable, $3-4. We popped in there. I hadn't been in there since the opening, kind of. And he had a fairly good amount of import stuff, so I always like to grab Famicom games on the cheap when I can find them. And I grabbed a little stack here. So I found the $1 Million Man or $100,000 Man. Turns out this is just a gambling game. Strangely enough, though, my kids really liked the video poker, the slot machines. So they played that for like 45 minutes. It really kept them entertained. Maybe I should be worried about their future spending habits. I'm not sure. Then we picked up Davia, I'm not sure how to say this. This one's kind of a cool space exploration game, and then you pop into different planets and take on different tasks. Sometimes it's a side-scrolling shooter section. Sometimes it's more of a tactical ship-based scene. It's a fun game. I'm glad I picked that one up. And then I picked up Star Force, which is just kind of a generic shooter, but a fun one nonetheless. Another one here, I don't even know what the name on this one is. Zenkin Galg? I don't know. Sticker on the back. Anyway, another generic shooter. I try to kind of look at the cover art with these Famicom games, because you never know what you're going to get. I just want to get something I can play. Both of those were decent. And then in like he's got like a rack of like just $3 games there. A lot of sports stuff and common titles, but there was this Jalico baseball game out there. I don't know. I don't think this is Bases Loaded, but I think this is what Bases Loaded was based off of. So I was happy to get this one. I like the cartridges. They're a little bit weirder for the Famicom for some reason. I don't know why. It's just, I like weird looking cartridges. It's the same reason I like the unlicensed games. But basically, that was it. It felt like it was time to do another video. So hopefully you guys are still around and interested in watching. As always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.